Once upon a time, in a peaceful kingdom called Aldoria, nestled between towering mountains and enchanted forests, lived a kind-hearted girl named Lila. She had chestnut hair that shimmered like autumn leaves and eyes as bright as the morning sky. But what made Lila truly special wasn't her appearance, it was her ability to see the good in everyone. From the smallest ant to the grandest knight, Lila believed that everyone had a story to tell, and in those stories, she often found love and friendship. Lila lived in a cozy little cottage at the edge of the Whispering Woods, a magical forest where trees murmured secrets to the wind and where, on rare occasions, mysterious creatures would appear. Her best friend was a boy named Finn, who lived in the neighboring village. Finn had a curiosity as wide as the sea and a heart as pure as Lila's. Together, they spent their days exploring the woods, climbing trees, and chasing after butterflies. But more than anything, they shared a bond of unshakable friendship. One crisp autumn morning, as the golden sun was peeking through the trees, Lila and Finn set off on another adventure. But this time, something unusual happened. As they walked deeper into the woods, they came across a strange, sparkling feather lying on the ground. It was golden, shimmering with a soft glow as if it were made of sunlight itself. "What do you think this is?" Finn asked, his eyes wide with wonder as he held the feather in his hand. "I don't know," Lila replied, "but it feels magical." Just as she said that, a soft breeze swept through the forest, carrying with it a voice, gentle yet strong. "Whoever possesses the golden feather holds the key to a great adventure. But beware, for it is also a test of love and friendship." Lila and Finn exchanged excited glances. They were always up for an adventure, especially one that involved magic. "We should follow where it leads," Finn said, already brimming with excitement. Lila nodded in agreement. And so, with the feather in Finn's hand, they ventured deeper into the forest, unaware of the challenges that awaited them. As they walked, the feather began to glow brighter, guiding them toward a place they had never been before, the Hidden Valley. This valley was said to be the home of many mystical creatures, and very few people had ever ventured there. It was surrounded by high, jagged cliffs and thick, twisting vines that seemed almost alive. At the entrance to the valley, they met an old, wise owl named Orin, who perched on a low branch, his large golden eyes watching them intently. "You carry the feather of friendship," Orin said in a deep, raspy voice. "But do you know the responsibility that comes with it?" Lila and Finn shook their heads. "This feather," Orin explained, "is a gift from the guardian of the valley. It represents the power of love and friendship. If you follow its guidance, it will lead you to the Heartstone, a legendary gem hidden deep within the valley. The Heartstone holds immense power, but it can only be found by those whose hearts are pure and whose friendship is unbreakable." "We are ready," Finn said confidently, and Lila nodded beside him. Orin blinked slowly, as if measuring their worth. "Very well," he said. "But remember, the path to the Heartstone is not easy. You will face trials that will test your friendship and your love for each other. Only those who remain true will succeed." And with that, Orin spread his great wings and flew off into the sky, leaving them alone at the valley's edge. Lila and Finn glanced at each other, both feeling a mixture of excitement and nervousness. "We can do this," Lila said, smiling reassuringly. "We've always had each other's backs." "Always," Finn agreed. With the feather glowing softly in their hands, they stepped into the hidden valley. The air here was thick with magic. The trees seemed to whisper ancient secrets, and the ground was soft with moss that glowed faintly under their feet. But as beautiful as it was, the valley soon revealed its challenges. The first trial came quickly. As they walked through a narrow, winding path, they suddenly found themselves surrounded by thick, thorny vines that blocked their way. The vines twisted and coiled, creating an impassable barrier. "How do we get through?" Finn asked, frustration creeping into his voice. Lila thought for a moment. "Maybe we don't force our way through. The feather is about love and friendship, right? What if we ask for help?" She stepped forward, holding out the golden feather toward the vines. "We mean no harm," she said softly. "We're just friends on a journey. Will you let us pass?" For a moment, nothing happened. But then, slowly, the vines began to unwind, parting like a curtain to reveal the path ahead. Finn's eyes widened in amazement. "You did it. We did it," Lila corrected, smiling at him. "We're in this together." They continued on, feeling more confident now, but the second trial soon presented itself. As they crossed a shimmering stream, a dense fog rolled in, so thick they could barely see each other. The fog was filled with whispers, doubtful, discouraging voices that tried to plant seeds of fear. "You'll never make it. You're not strong enough. Your friendship isn't real." The voices were unsettling, and Finn felt his heart race with anxiety. "What if they're right?" he asked, his voice shaking. "What if we can't do this?" Lila reached for his hand, squeezing it tightly. "Finn, don't listen to them. Remember, we've always faced everything together. Our friendship is stronger than this." Slowly, the fog began to lift, the voices fading into nothingness as Lila's words filled the air with warmth and reassurance. Once again, they had passed the trial by relying on their love and trust in each other. The journey continued, and soon they found themselves standing before the final trial. In front of them was a great stone door, etched with ancient runes. To their surprise, there were two heart-shaped impressions in the stone, and above it, a message was inscribed. "Only when two hearts beat as one can the Heartstone be revealed." Finn and Lila looked at each other, unsure of what to do. "Maybe we both need to place our hands on the door," Finn suggested. They each placed a hand on one of the heart shapes, but nothing happened. They tried pushing and pulling the door, but it didn't budge. "I don't understand," Finn said, feeling frustrated again. "We've been through everything together, but this door won't open." Lila sat down on the ground, thinking hard. "Maybe it's not about strength," she said slowly. "The feather is about friendship, right? What if? What if it's about how much we care for each other?" Finn sat down beside her, his eyes softening. "You mean, like the way we've always been there for each other?" "Exactly," Lila said, smiling. "Maybe we need to show that we're more than just friends. We're like family." Finn nodded, understanding. He took a deep breath and said, "Lila, you've always been my best friend. No matter what happens, I'll always be there for you. You're like a sister to me." Lila's eyes sparkled with emotion. "And you're like a brother to me, Finn. I couldn't imagine my life without you in it." As they spoke these words of love and friendship, the golden feather began to glow brighter than ever before. Suddenly, the great stone door creaked and slowly opened, revealing a glowing chamber inside. In the center of the chamber was the Heartstone, a beautiful, radiant gem that pulsed with a soft, warm light. Lila and Finn stood in awe of the stone's beauty. But they knew that its power was not just in its appearance, it was in the love and friendship they had shown to each other throughout their journey. Together, they walked forward and touched the Heartstone. As they did, the entire chamber filled with light, and they felt a surge of warmth and happiness fill their hearts. The voice from the forest spoke again, but this time, it was full of warmth and joy. "You have passed the trials. Your friendship and love are true, and because of that, the Heartstone is yours." But Lila and Finn didn't need to take the Heartstone with them. They realized that the true treasure wasn't the gem, it was the bond they shared. As they left the hidden valley, the golden feather faded away, but they didn't mind. They had learned that love and friendship were the greatest magic of all. And from that day on, Lila and Finn's friendship only grew stronger. They faced every adventure together, knowing that no matter what trials life threw at them, they would always have each other. And so, in the kingdom of Eldoria, the legend of Lila and Finn and the golden feather of friendship lived on, reminding everyone that true love and friendship can conquer any challenge.